Well, good morning, good evening, good afternoon. The name's Defender, and welcome back to more Donkey Kong 64. Previously, we made it through the low point of the game, Gloomy Galleon. Definitely won't be sad to see it again, but hopefully, well, not hopefully, I know, things are gonna get better from here. Yeah, hopefully all of the tinkering and tampering I did earlier today, it's hopefully got everything sorted out. Got my new capture card, my new computer. Hopefully, emphasis on the word hopefully, everything is working as intended. Yeah, we're gonna head into World 5. It's hard to find good help, isn't it, King K. Rool? Welcome to Fungi Forest. Yeah, I hope everyone's enjoying their Sunday afternoon. It's good to be back with the Kong. First and foremost, as we do with most worlds, we gotta unlock everything. And this little sequence is just, like, unnecessarily annoying, because we have to switch back to Chunky to open this gate, and there's one more tiny banana in the path, so we have to switch back to Tiny one more time to get all the bananas here. That just feels unnecessary. Oh, look at all that slowdown. Alright, well, we gotta do a little pest control, but we're not actually equipped to handle this yet. I like the rainy backdrop here. It's nice. Maybe that's just because it kind of mirrors the real world right now. No, it's an overcast day today. One of my personal favorites. Yeah, there's a tiny barrel here, but we can't do anything with it right now. You know what, we'll have Tiny handle this part, because Funky has an upgrade for us. homing ammo. Now we'll never have to worry about aiming again. Collect some red supply crates. Yeah, homing ammo is weird in that it's an upgrade that's never explicitly well, I guess technically it is because you need later upgrades in order to complete the game. And so you have to buy upgrades in sequence for Funky to give you the rest. So, but it's like, the homing ammo itself is never required, which is weird. Of course, more tiny bananas. But yeah, just looking at overall of my like statistics for streaming, it's amazing what new hardware can do. I'm currently using, with both recording and streaming at this quality that I've got, 2% of my CPU. It is quiet. There's not a sound coming from it. And also it's not producing the sound or the heat of a jet engine, which is most appreciated. Let's see, we got a barrel cannon here. And a big clock with some switches. We're not going to do anything with this quite yet, but I think you can probably deduce what the main gimmick of this world is. Alright, we're gonna go through... We're gonna go through the purple door first. Are there more yellow? There are more yellow bananas. Okay. Now let's call in Donkey Kong. You know, aside from Jungle Japes, this is probably the only stage I would actually qualify as kind of cozy. I don't know, it's just, this is probably one of the least outwardly hostile worlds in Donkey Kong 64. I don't know, it's just, it's got like a friendly vibe to it. Obviously there's still plenty of danger afoot, but I don't know, it's just not overtly hostile. But Cranky has an upgrade for us. Yeah, I don't actually want to play Jetpack right now. But yeah, we can purchase the Super Simian Slam Big Buttus Bashium. Can now slam blue switches. But yeah, this also changes the style of the attack. And improves the shockwave. It looks cooler. But yeah, that is actually it for... Oh, that's a Diddy Barrel. That's good to know. That is actually it for upgrades in this world. Yeah, there's only the Super Simian Slam and homing ammo. Candy doesn't have anything. In fact, I don't even think Candy is in this stage. Yeah, I don't think so. But yeah, especially with stages that have like a big gimmick to them, it's usually better. Again, it leans back into the thing I mentioned previously, where it's usually a better idea to try and clear the stage out in terms of pockets, rather than like going through each stage with a Kong all at the same time. Because with the central gimmick, we're going to need to warp back between areas frequently, so we might as well just get all of our shortcuts and things activated right now. I have to say, I also like this fall area. I don't know, again, fall is my favorite season. It's like the temperature is just right. You don't have to deal with the extreme heat of summer, nor the frigid cold of winter. And also fall is when my birthday is. That also probably helps. Alright, well, we've got a very sleepy rabbit here and a trombone pad. We can put 2 and 2 together, and we gotta wake him up. So yeah, this is just gonna be a simple, old-fashioned foot race. Make sure you go through the gates in order. Unlike previous events, such as the motorboat race, you have to go through the gates in order. Also, if you're wondering why those oranges are there, the rabbit will actually instantly defeat any enemies he runs through.
Go! Go!
So yeah, the rabbit chickens out and only gives us a couple of coins. Now, you can race him again immediately, but you will not be able to win it. This is the other occurrence in the game where we will actually need an upgrade from later before we can get this golden banana. But we can do this race first, just so that we get it out of the way. It's time for another fly with squawks. Triple kill!
Oh, banana.
But it also earns us this bean. All right. But yeah, this little pocket actually doesn't have very much to do in it. It's just the rabbit race with Lanky and his blueprint. We got the molehill, whatever that was, with Tiny. And Diddy has something, but he can't do that right now. But this is the other main area, the barn. It's a Diddy balloon. Well, we might as well pop it while we're here. There we go. There's some Lanky coins. And I distinctly remember there is a donkey balloon back here. Interesting. Now, where... Is it here or somewhere else? Aha! Yes, there is an extremely well-hidden DK dirt pile right there. And it actually took players a very long time to find that out. There's some chunky coins here. And a big moon gate. So yeah, as you might have guessed by the central clock and the switches on it, this stage has a day and night cycle. You'll have to hit the switches to trigger the day or night. Of course, some areas are only available during the day, and some are only available at night. It's a big question mark box. Let's bash it open. What? I guess there was so much lag that it didn't comprehend me hitting the switch. Aha. Get the zinger out of here. Yeah, I was looking for that. 21132. That is the switch combination we'll have to pull. Alright, now to slowly pull the levers. 2. 1. 1. 3. 2. Unfortunately, thanks to the moon gate, we will not be able to pick that up yet. But we have it available now. And the conveyor belt's turned on. Not sure why there are Lanky coins in here. Lanky never needs to come into the barn. At least not this part of the barn. But yeah, with good old Chunky, we'll be able to make our way into the other barn by bashing the door in. So that opens the crawl space for Tiny. Another moon gate. This one blocked by a spider web. What could that mean? Yeah, I love the way that the homing ammo sounds when you fire it, as well as the deep red look of all the ammo itself. Your crosshair will turn green when your homing ammo has a shot on it. Note, a green crosshair is not a guarantee that you will actually hit the darn enemy you're aiming at. Playing the triangle pad gets the crusher going, but only for a limited time. That's what these steel kegs are for. You know, I just kind of realized the steel kegs are a callback, because we've seen steel kegs in other Donkey Kong Country games before this. Go ahead and just drop this bad boy on the conveyor belt with the Z button. Get out of the way before we get crushed ourselves. Nothing like a little menial labor for a well-earned reward. I don't think I need to do this now, but I'm here, so I'll do it anyway. Yeah, this just brings us to the other side of the barn. Alright, so I think aside from the night gate, we've done... No, there's still something we can do in a different part of the barn, but not right now. Let's see... Let's go back to the central area. Actually... But yeah, putting the bean creates a goofy-looking beanstalk. Unfortunately, with the golden banana up there, we'll need another lift. Where's the pad? There it is. Can't be wasting all of these good crystal coconuts. Noise. No, there's just a clump back here. There's not like any crystal coconuts. It's a little unfortunate. Let's see. I hope I have enough for this next task. Yeah, if we're to help with the tomato termination, we have to transform into a titan. Use our super duper simian slam to crush these tomatoes. Now that the tomatoes are terminated, we have to take the worm to a new safe spot. Camera. Of course, as per usual, greatest enemy in these games. Not any enemies, but the camera. Plop the apple here. Alright, I better stay on the lookout for more crystal coconuts, otherwise we're gonna have a problem. Thankfully, we don't need any crystal coconuts for this next little sequence. So it's been a little while since the last... Ooh, yes! Gimme, 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 gimme. Hey, how you doing? I'm doing pretty good. Alyssa Bartley, we're glad to have you here. Hope your Sunday's going well. You have just joined us in time for a trip down the well and... another minecart sequence. We need 50 coins, and it's mostly the same. You love my voice? Well, thank you. I've actually gotten quite a lot of compliments on it, especially in the early days, that I have a voice for radio, which is good because I have a face to match for radio. But yeah, unlike, well, this is very similar to, hold on, I made a horrible a horrible mistake. But yeah, unlike before, where Diddy leapt out of the cart himself, Chunky just takes the whole cart with him. So this does change things a little bit. Not a lot, but a little bit. But yeah, we gotta hit the bells in order to open the gates. Hit the green ones, don't hit the red ones. Into the big spooky demon mouth. Actually, I think that's the same demon mouth we saw in Jungle Japes. Is that Chunky's whole running gimmick, just really scary demon mouths? Again, can't go too slow because we got the TNT barrel behind us. These gates just rise and fall on their own. Spoilers, I've never played this game, you Nightbot. Yeah, you tell Nightbot. Yeah, he's just trying to keep the peace. He does a good job. I don't have to pay him anything for it either, so that's nice. But yeah, I am extremely familiar with Donkey Kong 64, it having been the first video game I ever played, so very nostalgic for this game. Oh no. I don't know, I might not make this. Well, especially not if you show up. Should be fine. Whew, just barely. Yeah, that minecart sequence is definitely harder than the one with Diddy Kong. But we're now over here. More crystal coconuts, which we'll need. But yeah, I've already gone through this game before, like 5 years ago. Again, kind of weird to say, but it's true. And for the game's 25th anniversary, I felt like I had to do something a little different, so I've just been basically talking about every aspect of this game and how I feel about it. I want to basically create a series where it's like, hey, hello, I'm Defender. This is what I think about Donkey Kong 64, one of the most important video games to me. Wait, did you just say Diddy Kong? Yes, in Jungle Japes, the first stage, Diddy Kong has a minecart sequence. But yeah, we play as 5 different Kongs in Donkey Kong 64. Donkey Kong and Diddy Kong, returning, and 3 new characters, Lanky Kong, Tiny Kong, and Chunky Kong. Let's see, what else do we do in this area that we can do right now? The answer is nothing. So in that case, let's move somewhere else. But yeah, much like with the previous stage, Gloomy Galleon, I'm going to try to complete everything that I can during the daytime, then we're going to switch to the nighttime, and we'll take care of everything there. You know, I'm not familiar with this game, and when you said Diddy Kong, my mind went somewhere else. Fair enough. Oh, I didn't activate the banana porter pad here. Whoopsie. Let's see. So it's like Mario, but 3D? Yes, this game originally released in 1999, so this was still right in the 3D boom. Super Mario 64 had come out 3 years earlier, so most developers were still trying to figure things out. And just a couple of weeks ago, I would have been able to say that this was Donkey Kong's only 3D adventure, but with the release of Donkey Kong Bonanza set to happen in just less than a week, that's not true anymore. This is still Donkey Kong's first 3D adventure, but soon it will no longer be his only one, which really brings a smile to my face, because for the longest time, it never seemed like Donkey Kong 64 was going to have any kind of sequel. There was never going to be any 3D Donkey Kong game after it, which is would have been such a huge disappointment. There's still so much potential with 3D Donkey Kong. But yeah, here, inside of the mushroom, we have quite a spiraling path. Ooh, hello. See if I can hit this. Oh, the homing ammo's gonna make this really difficult. Okay, hold on. There we go. Okay, now we have just plain old ammunition. Oh, yeah. Yeah, we have a very interesting switch here. All 5 switches congregated, yuck, 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 very close to each other. Let's see, my friend got a Nintendo 64 from a garage sale, and she was asking me to take it. I think I can take that to play these games. I'm loving this game. Donkey Kong 64 is a lot of fun, but even with my nostalgic attachment to it, I can say that this is not the best of its era. It's certainly not the best game that Rare would put out for the Nintendo 64. It has a lot of... I think the best way I can describe it is that Donkey Kong 64 is like a very fatty steak. You know, you ever gone to a restaurant and it's like a steak that's got all the gristle on it, and you got a saw on it for what feels like 3,000 years just to get the fatty bits off so that you can get to the tender bits? That's Donkey Kong 64. There are certainly tender bits there. It's well seasoned, it's presented well, it's cooked the way you want it to be. It's just, there's just a lot of fat in the way. And for some people, they love the fat. You know, like me, who's been playing this game for years. Oops, that's a mispress. I know how to get past the fat. I know how to minimize it, so I'm not, you know, sawing for 3,000 years trying to get to the good bits. But for a lot of people, especially who are playing this for the first time, they won't know what to do, and that makes it difficult to get into this game, which is unfortunate, because again, there are good parts to this game. I love the game's presentation, and I think in a vacuum, a lot of the individual challenges in this game are fun. It's just the time between the challenges and all the back and forth you have to go through to get to them, it can drag on you after a while. Because I think, like, Rare's best game, I think the general consensus would be Banjo-Kazooie, and I would be in agreement with that. It's much more compact, it's much more streamlined than this game is, which is to its benefit, I would say. Yeah, the presentation is so good, I think it'll be interesting to play a 28-year-old game for the first time. I hope that you enjoy it, I really do. Anytime I get to talk Donkey Kong 64 is okay with me. That's a lanky balloon. It's an interesting... Oh, there's a tag barrel here. We might as well take care of that while we're here. But yeah, I'm very predisposed to these types of games, so I'm able to look past the flaws. I'm able to meet the game halfway, and not everyone can do that, and that's not a flaw, that's not an issue. You know, unfortunately, some games are, like, old but still good. Some games are just old. The only thing I will mention is that this game is one of only a handful of games on the Nintendo 64 that explicitly requires the use of the Nintendo 64 expansion pack, which was an add-on for the Nintendo 64, basically designed to provide a little bit extra horsepower to the system. There are more games that use the expansion pack just for a bonus. Donkey Kong 64 is one of the very few that outright demands that you have it to play the game. Otherwise, you cannot. In fact, I think the only two other games that outright demand that you have the expansion pack are The Legend of Zelda Majora's Mask and most of Perfect Dark. So yeah, I would definitely double check if the N64 that you're hoping to pick up has the expansion pack available. Yeah, I haven't checked online. I don't think the expansion pack itself goes for very much these days. There is also a rumor that this game is coming to the Nintendo Switch Online system. Like, apparently there's been a couple of, like, leaks that suggest that it is, but that has not been confirmed at the time of me talking, so take that with a grain of salt. There is also the Wii U Virtual Console version, but the Wii U Virtual Console has officially been dead for a long time. Of course, we are on the internet, and you know, there's always a way to get around those things on the internet. Yeah, this is a simple tile matching. We just gotta make good old chunky. You hear about the Perfect Dark remake being canceled? I did. I know someone who was extremely excited for the Perfect Dark remake. I was 6 when Perfect Dark originally came out, so I would not have been allowed to play it. So I have no nostalgic attachment to that game, but it's definitely a shame, especially considering the, quite frankly, callous way Microsoft let those people go. Like, I know it wasn't just the Perfect Dark team that was let go, but like, they let go like what? Several thousand people or something like that. And of course it's like, oh, we're never done better. And then you've all been shown the door. Get lost. And it's just like, corporations, man. Can't you just like make good products and not be total garbage? Apparently that's asking too much. Oh yeah, and they also canceled Rare's Everwild, that game that they've been working on for well over a decade, I think. I was always interested in seeing how that would turn out. It never looked like a game I would be particularly interested in, but you know, I still think it should have come out. Still should have, you know, been allowed to be experienced by people. I dived late into gaming. I lost the Nintendo 64 era. I started gaming from the PS1, and I still have that. Oh, that's cool. Yeah, this generation, the N64, the PS1, is definitely, it's where I first started, but it's probably not where I have, like, the most nostalgia. That would probably be, like, the PS2 GameCube era. That's where I thrive. Of course, you gotta respect your elders. You gotta respect the people who came first so that you could play those classics. But let's see, we've got a battle arena under here, and normally this door is closed at night, preventing you from going in, but you can just, like, jump over the railing and then work your way back in. It's not a very good door. Kamikaze Kremlings. Yeah, we just gotta deal with the Kasplats and the regular Kremling. Thankfully, the power of charging a shockwave will help us. Let her rip! That's right, I took damage. You can see how much the knockback is in this game. Watching your stream while working on a project. Ooh, what are you working on? Or is it top secret and you can't tell me? I totally get it if you can. And now I know a hack before playing the game. Very good, very good. I'm glad I could help. Unless you're talking about something else, in which case, I don't even know what to say in that case. Nah, I can tell that's not a secret. Oh, okay. Then, what are you working on? Working on an interactive VTuber model for a client. Oh, that's super... Sorry, I was completely distracted by how wonky that camera angle was. I've never seen that before. Oh, look at me. Having played this game for 25 years, still learning new stuff. Anyway, you're working on a VTuber model. That's cool. Let's see. Where do I want to go now? I need to go back into the mushroom, because there's still plenty of stuff to do inside the mushroom. Let's see. Let's switch. No, let's stay with Diddy Kong, because we still need his help around here. Unfortunately, we will not be able to use the barrel cannon. We'll have to actually take the long way up. It's basically a whole stream pack, but the only model is left. Okay. You know, you mentioning that, it's kind of weird that, thinking about it, like, VTubers are everywhere. And yet, really, they only kind of came to prominence, what, a couple of years ago? It's still a relatively new concept. Oh, there's a big old tiny Kasplat. Yeah, they spread like a virus. I'm sure some people would say that both kind of insultingly. I get it to a certain degree. I do think that, like, using a virtual model is a net benefit for, you know, streaming in general. If some people are just, they want to express themselves, but they don't want to put their faces out there. And especially, you know, with the technology as beneficial but invasive as it can be, I totally get that. And if it helps some people, you know, express themselves, I'm all for it. But I also understand that it can definitely be seen like, sometimes it's a little too much. I'm definitely someone who prefers a more, like, low-key presentation. I mean, you know, I'm probably, like, downright quaint on the internet, you know. It's just the game and me. And that's the style that I wanted to go for, but I also understand that, you know, you gotta present yourself. Especially in the super crowded streaming market we have. I clipped through the barrel, that's cool. Yeah, and a lot of the furry community who wants to showcase themselves as their desired imagination, yeah, that's also true, but I'm of the opinion that, like, man, as long as you're not hurting anyone, I don't really care what you do. I've definitely learned that, it's probably a bit of a personal admission, but I used to be a pretty nosy kid. Like, I used to, quite frankly, butt into situations I definitely was not supposed to get involved in. And let's just say, learning to step back and not press my luck in that kind of thing has been very beneficial for me. Pass through the ring. Nailed it. All right, now the easy part.
Welcome to bonus stage.
Just gotta feed the claptraps to help the fairies cross the path. I'm cracked at this. Well, again, I have been playing this game for 25 years. It's just, that's good old-fashioned experience talking. Don't get me wrong, that just makes it even funnier when I screw up something very, very simple.
Well done!
All right.
Oh, banana.
Those poor crocs, yeah, they did kind of have it coming though, because they eat the fairies alive, and we can't have that. Let's see, back to, no, I need Tiny Kong. Oh, hold on, I gotta take care of this Kasplat, otherwise all my homing ammo is gonna lock onto him. Oh, then they deserve that? Yeah. There we go. I'll take that. Now. But yeah, I don't think I've really talked about the stage itself very much, but I really like Fungi Forest. It's one of my personal favorites in the game, especially after the extremely drab, gloomy galleon that we went through in the previous session. Because yeah, as I don't think I've directly mentioned this, but I definitely think Gloomy Galleon is the low point of Donkey Kong 64. There are certain aspects of later stages that are like, oh yeah, no, these are bad, but the entire Gloomy Galleon experience is just Donkey Kong 64 at its worst. It's slow, it's boring, and even the challenges themselves are just not very fun. After many days, I got some good recommendations. Right now, it's a model of Charizard. Ooh, that's cool. Because I admit, I've actually fallen way off of the Pokemon wagon. I think the last game, mainline, that I've played... Oh, what was it? I think it was probably Heart Gold. That was that like 15 years ago? Yeah, that was a long time ago. And yeah, the banner's like a bunch of cool Pokemon. That is cool. It's always nice to see people passionate about the things that they enjoy. Oh, that's a gap. That was cool. Thanks, game. Darn you, depth perception. Let's see, that's a night gate. Heart Gold, Soul Silver was 2009. Okay, so that was over 15 years ago. I don't think it would be correct for me to say that I dislike Pokemon now. It's just never really felt compelled to continue after Heart Gold. I don't know. I probably got distracted by something else. Alright, so then this brings us back to the top. Let's see, we want to look for... I think it's over here. Nope, wrong barrel. I need a rocket barrel. That's probably over there. No, please let me out. We need to use our rocket barrel to rocket above the mushroom to find this bonus barrel. So please let me in. I said please. You legally have to let me into the barrel now.
Welcome to
This
bonus
is teetering
stage.
turtle trouble. Keep the turtle spinning by feeding the snakes melons. Normally the snakes will call out for help like that once they get hungry, but you can just keep feeding them melons until the timer runs out, and then you never have to worry about it. I have to admit, I personally am not the biggest fan of melon. I don't know, it's not my go-to fruit option.
Well done!
I would have to say, like, my favorite fruits, oranges, grapes, and bananas. Which I guess is thematically appropriate considering that I'm playing Donkey Kong 64. I don't know, over the past couple of years, I've been trying to add more fruit into my diet, and I think it's been working so far. Well, that was just plain inconsiderate. Oh, that's the wrong... Yeah, we'll need to make sure we just line up with door. That's more like it. Oh, this one. This one's actually pretty easy. Get a super bounce. And then we just bounce into the golden banana. Let's see, now we need to find the other door that we can open with that switch. Here it is. Hold on. Nope. I slid past the door again. That's better. Oh, this one's interesting. So yeah, we just need to slam the mushrooms in the order by the Kong colors on the back. We start with DK with yellow, Diddy for red, purple for Tiny, green for Chunky, and blue for Lanky. Which gives us a bonus barrel.
Welcome
Which
to
brings us
bonus
to Crazy Kong Clamor. Now, this bonus is actually pretty infamous. Because you can see, you're given very little time to actually try and hit the banana. In fact, it's so little that in the Wii U Virtual Console version, because they didn't accommodate for the lag, it actually goes too fast. Now, there is a trick that you can use to make this easier. You can actually just straight up pause the game, like so. Use that to help you determine it, but unless you have, like, truly superhuman reflexes, you cannot win this legitimately on the Wii U Virtual Console version. Like, you can see even me. I'm kind of struggling with this right now.
Well done!
Yeah, I just remember a lot of people complaining about that minigame when the Wii U Virtual Console version came out, but me, still having the original version, never had that problem. So it's funny how sometimes these old games were not developed with modern technological advancements in mind. See, I got that. Yeah, I don't think there's anything else, so let's just get out of here. And yeah, I've shown that trick off before, but if you slide off a ledge by moving and then holding the Z button to duck, and you stay ducking, you don't take fall damage when you land. Another bonus barrel.
Welcome to bonus
Speedy
day.
swing sortie. Yeah, we gotta collect coins in a quick little obstacle course. You know, it feels like a bigger proportion of our golden bananas have come from these bonus rooms in Fungi Forest. Maybe I ought to double check how many golden bananas like each stage has that you get from bonus barrels.
Well done!
Sorry about that, had to take a quick swig of water. Walk it off, Tiny, you'll be fine. Alright, so there's still something that Chunky can do in here, but not until the nighttime. Now, let me double check. I have your blueprint. What do you do at night? Oh, I know what you do at night. I know what you do. Yeah, I think we're done with the daytime. Let's tag in DK. Not because he necessarily has to be the one to flip the switch, but we can get some cash out of it. And I like money. Summon the big goofy cuckoo bird. And now, it's nighttime. Man, I love that shot of the moon. And now the vibe is completely different. But yeah, assuming I did not forget to grab something, we should be good to clean up the rest of Fungi Forest. We can pick up this golden banana from earlier. And as you can see, the enemies are also different at night. Yeah, if we sneak our way around the back of this thorny hedge, we can spot some coins up on a wall and a kasplat. There's also a tiny balloon over here. Yeah, what I said earlier about Fungi Forest being a very peaceful stage, that all changes at night. Like, it really is amazing just how much different an environment can feel with both a lighting change and a music change. Like, daytime Fungi Forest, love it. It's so peaceful. Nighttime Fungi Forest, I would not want to go here at all. Yeah, we'll weasel our way into this barn. Actually, I think... yeah, that box is up there. Let's take care of that first. I wonder what they would, like, use this location for. Yeah, this box has a fairy in it. Oh, that was easy enough. Alright. Well, there's some coins in the water trowel. If we bash open this box... weirdly, we find a green Donkey Kong switch. Now, we would need the Super Simian Slam upgrade to be able to get into here, but it's just weird. I guess they forgot to, color that one. Boy, I hope somebody got fired for that blunder. For legal purposes, this is a joke. I'm not that petty. It's just, I just view that, those kinds of mistakes I always think are just interesting. It's like, oh, they forgot to do something about that.
Welcome to bonus stage.
Oh, but we're not done with minecarts in this stage yet. So yeah, we gotta survive for a bit longer than we did with Chunky, but more importantly, we now have 2 TNT barrels on the track. Still not overly concerned. Whoop! Remember, use the B button to speed up and the Z button to slow down. Now see, it's ideal if I can get everyone onto the same track. Yeah, look at them converge. That's what we want to see. Now, yep, you loop on in. And now I head out. What a cunning plan. And it doesn't really matter what I do, because we win.
Well done!
I definitely remember that minigame giving me a lot of trouble as a kid. Alright, you did great, DK. I think it's Diddy time. Out of my way, Kremling skeleton. Let's see, I think it's Diddy Kong who handles this part. Yes. Brings us into here. Take out the bats. First, we'll need to shoot the on switch. Now we can chimpy charge the winch. There's a couple of coins back here. Not that we really need them, but I'm not just gonna leave free money lying around. Alright, now we could have brought that cage up during the daytime, but the guitar gazump pad appears in an area that is gated off by a night gate, so I figured it was just more prudent to wait until night to do that. Actually, we still need Diddy for something around here. Oh yeah, I know what your last banana is. It's a fun one, in quotation marks. Well, part of it is fun. We'll need the Simian Spring to leap into here, and this gate is only open at night. Brings us into this kind of scary area. It's super dark, but thankfully, with a quick guitar solo, we'll summon Squawks with a flashlight, which is also another callback, because in the first Donkey Kong Country, Squawks helped us in one stage. It was called Torchlight Trouble. Squawks, you're not really doing a good job. Thank you. To illuminate our path. We kind of have to do the same thing here. Now, thankfully, there aren't any enemies, just a lot of thin beams above an infinite void. Yeah, just a lot of slow movement and some touchy camera controls. Oh, is that my first death? I think it is, but it just brings us back here. And we can start again. Yeah, one of the things I definitely have to give props to for this game, no lives. That was still kind of a expected thing at the time. But, well, in a kind of collect-a-thon environment, just wasn't really prudent. Squawks, buddy, we gotta work on this. Alright, we're fine. Yeah, those were the only bananas. Well, there's the golden one, obviously, but those are the only regular bananas, which is good. Got it. Alright. Oh, there's a fairy. I think the bats got in my way. Darn it. Are you serious? There we go. Alright, that gets us out of here. Now, we need... Let's go to Lanky Kong. Once I find a tag barrel. Even though the stage has essentially the same gimmick as Gloomy Galleon, I don't find it as intrusive in Gloomy Galleon. I think part of the reason is that you're able to better use the banana porter pads and that kind of thing to get around and cut down on the backtracking a bit. There should be a gap here. Which brings us into this part of the barn. There's some Diddy coins here? Why? Just to torment me? Now, I forget if they let this work. Oh yeah, they disable your trombone tremor. Understandable. But yeah, if we just grab some of the homing ammo, find a nice corner, and we can just start camping. I'll take that. Now, I leave from over there. Again, it's so dark that it's kind of hard to tell. Where did I come in? Now, I'm pretty sure Lanky's last bananas are on the other side of this banana porter. Love it. Well, as long as I'm here, let's switch back to Tiny. You have what? You have a... I think I know where yours is. No, I must have gotten that already. I'll have to remember those red bananas for good old Diddy Kong. But yeah, that's always one of the fun parts about revisiting a game like this for me. It's like trying to see, okay, how much do I actually remember about where stuff is? We're back in the barn. Now that it's nighttime, we can go in through this door. Ah, there are the last bananas. Oh yeah, if you're arachnophobic, you might want to sit the next couple of minutes out. Or maybe you'll want to watch, because I'm about to put in its place a mini-boss. This is the spider. It'll send little spiders out at us, which we'll have to defeat. Little spiders are actually pretty tough. They're durable, I should say. And the big one is also willing to spit icky globs at you. And as you can see, the little baby spiders don't drop any health. You want to be careful. When the big guy opens his eyes, just shoot it. There we go. Uh-oh. Take that! Alright, one more hit should do it, from what I remember. Oh no, okay. Maybe one more time. Also, don't go into the webbing yourself. It'll slow you down and prevent you from jumping basically at all. I have to applaud the spider for trying to go after us even in its teeny tiny form, but it's still no match for us. Okay, so that's... got Tiny's blueprint, so we're done. Chunky's missing a lot of bananas, but then again, I think I know where most of them are. DK's done. Diddy still has one banana to get, and I know which one it is. But yeah, aside from... Really, oh, no, I did need to do that. Just kind of absent-mindedly did it, but it's like, no, I do need to do that to get out of the barn. But I think we can't get Lanky's other golden banana. We need to backtrack later. And yeah, that's about it. Okay, cool. We're actually making pretty good time. I thought Fungi Forest would take me a little longer than this. Yeah, before we do the thing we need to do with this barrel, fly up to the top of this tree. The final banana bunch. Now, this guitar gazump pad is here in the day, but the thing it activates is not available until the night. Because we gotta wake up a very sleepy owl, which is weird considering that owls are nocturnal, usually. You'd think he'd already be awake, but, what do I know? Also, I like that he apparently sleeps in, like, his track jersey. So we need to fly. Thankfully, he's awake. We're also not speaking to anyone with wings. What a snooty owl. But we'll show him who's boss. Hello. So yeah, just like with the vulture from Angry Aztec, we'll need to fly through the hoops that the owl generates. This will be a bit tougher than the vulture, though. Mostly because there's a lot more verticality and height involved. Also, you'll want to watch out for the tree itself. It's surprisingly easy to accidentally land on the tree and cancel the rocket barrel. Also, you want to make sure you don't accidentally land on the ground, because the owl flies pretty close to the ground as well. And again, just like with the vulture, don't get too close to the owl, because that'll limit your ability to properly reposition yourself, should the need arise. This one is the toughest, just because I've definitely landed on that branch many a time. This should be the last ring. Yep. And our prize? Another bonus barrel.
Welcome to bonus
Busy
day.
Barrel Barrage. Again. Also, this challenge does have an interesting quirk to it. If you have any homing ammo, you'll be forced to shoot it first before you get to your infinite regular shots. It's not like a huge detriment, but still, it's interesting. I kind of wish that the camera would just like stay locked in the center, because as you can see, the camera moves sort of where you aim, which means that Kremlings are able to spawn like outside of your vision, which just feels unfair. And the owl's already asleep again. Alright. Now we're gonna move back to the big mushroom. And we're gonna climb it with Chunky. I'm not sure why, but a lot of Chunky's bananas really make him go like through extended paths. Kind of string him along, I guess. Not really sure why. But yeah, I guess in terms of like this world overall, I definitely like the aesthetic. I like the design. I think it's well laid out. It's usually not too confusing to get where you need to go. I will say, I don't think... Well, okay, the minecart with Chunky, that's pretty memorable. I like that one. I think it's safe to say that most of the challenges here, I like them. But I'm not I don't think there are any that I'd be like, oh man, I absolutely love this one. Yeah, this is just a very good world. I don't think it's great, but it's good. I like it. But yeah, out here in this little area... No, I just can't be bothered. Triangle trample. If you're gonna give me a screen clear, I'm gonna use it. Oops. Alright, I'm fine. There's a little weird bit of jank. That's okay. You know, I like jank on occasion. Usually, as long as something is funny to me, it's much easier for me to accept it. It's like that right there, yeah, it may have cost me a little bit of time, but it was like, it was a funny interaction. That's honestly how I've even become in like first-person shooters, multiplayer games, and that kind of thing. Like, as long as my death was funny, as long as there's some comedy value to it, I'm usually pretty good with whatever happens. You know, those types of games can definitely be frustrating at points, but I don't know if it's like you see like a funny ragdoll or something, that makes it worthwhile, or it makes it easier to swallow, I guess I should say. Alright, and with that, we should have, yeah, blueprint, 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 blueprint. We can't get the last one yet, so we're done. All we have to do is turn in our blueprint pieces, which we will do after the boss fight. Because, you might have noticed, the area with Snide's headquarters is locked at night. And it's like, we could just turn it back to day, and then go and turn them in, and then find a Trophenscoff portal, but there is one Trophenscoff portal I would like to use, just because it's only open at night, and it's got some chunky coins. And it's like, you know what, as long as we're here, we might as well do the thing. Let's see, I think we need... What is it? 300? Yeah, 300. Okay. Well, we've got another long, unskippable sequence of feeding these guys bananas, so if you need to stretch, use the bathroom, get some water, now is a good time to do it. Man, Scott's gonna have so much potassium. Oh, who's gonna be behind door number 5? It's not like I already know and I've planned ahead for this. Oh, it's Chunky Kong. Who could have guessed? Well, let's go on in. Weren't you supposed to be burning alive? That's right, Dogadon's back! And at first, it's gonna be exactly the same. Just sidestep his fireballs, grab a TNT barrel, and throw it at him. But yeah, I gotta say, while I like most of the boss fights conceptually, it is kind of disappointing that we already have a repeat, and this will not be our only repeat. I don't know, it feels like maybe Rare just ran out of time to make a... Oh, that's okay. I actually skipped the shockwave portion. Oh yeah, this attack. I'm still not entirely sure what you're supposed to do there. I think you're supposed to use the TNT barrel as a step stool, but I don't. I just take the hit. But yeah, before, the third hit would have finished him off, but not this time. Instead, he's gonna do this. Yeah, he's gonna sink the platform. Now, you see, he can fly, we can't, so now we're on a time limit. We gotta finish him off before the platform sinks into the lava. After avoiding another wave of fireballs, throw the TNT barrel at him, then use the chunky barrel to transform. Then just start pummeling him. Like a set number of punches you need to land. You just have to deal a certain amount of damage to him in the time limit. Oh, that's a nice 4 primate punches. Yeah, the chunky barrel won't appear until you get off of the pad, so make sure to do that quickly. Uh-oh. I think we're still at good time. There we go. Another victory for the Kong clan. Good job, Chunky. Alright, and with that, we are gonna go back to the central area. We're gonna make it daytime again. We're gonna turn in our blueprint pieces, and then we'll get out of here. Also, I think that bird has like a piercing of some kind. Or is it supposed to be an earring? Because like I see a piece of metal, like a metal ring on that bird. Alright, time for another slow, unskippable sequence where we turn in blueprint pieces. Well, at least this one uses the hammer wax a button mechanism, which is one of the faster ones. So that's good at least. Man, look at our blueprint. Oh, I like the rare copyright symbol. That's a nice touch. No, DK goes last. Yeah, if they ever decide to, for whatever reason, remake Donkey Kong 64, and they decide to keep Snide or whatever, I hope they allow this to go a little bit faster. Hey, I mean, we have a new 3D Donkey Kong game now. A boy can dream. Yeah, I'm not sure if I've said this previously, but I don't think it would take a substantial amount to turn Donkey Kong 64 from a fun but flawed game to just a fun game overall. Like, the foundation itself is pretty good. It's just a lot of the extraneous factors are rough. Alright, finally. No, please let me in. Good old Donkey Kong. We have more than half of the blueprint filled up. We're making good progress. Yeah, but with that, we have everything. Well, okay, we have everything we can do. We will have to come back, get Lanky's last banana, but for now, we are done with Fungi Forest. As soon as I remember where the world portal is, we can mosey on out. Ah, back on the good old DK Isles. So yeah, overall, I would say, again, Fungi Forest is not one of my favorite worlds, but it's a good one. If I had to give it a letter grade, let's see. So far, Jungle Japes is S tier. Angry Aztec's probably a B tier. Frantic Factory is also an S tier. Gloomy Galleon is a D tier for sure. Fungi Forest is an A tier, I would say. We'll go ahead and turn in key number 5. Get another dance of happiness from K. Lumsey. And that destroys a big old boulder. And another boulder. So we actually have 2 worlds we can journey to now, which is cool. Not the first time that this has happened, but, I don't know. I like options. Options are neat. But as long as we're here, because we managed to pick up the Super Simian Slam upgrade in Fungi Forest, we can quickly return to the Gloomy Galleon lobby. Thankfully, we don't have to go into Gloomy Galleon, just the lobby. Assuming I can make it into the tag barrel this time. We'll need Chunky to get hit by a shockwave. We'll actually need him to slam the switch, which causes that grate to open, but he is too big. I didn't need to do that, but it felt good. We'll need Tiny Kong for this. Ponytail twirl into the mini monkey barrel. And inside, oh, what do you know? It's another golden banana. Let me think. Let's see, I'm trying to think, what else can we do right now? Because let's see, we have... Normally I do like to stream for about 3 hours or so, if I can. Still good to continue, but... I don't know, I would like to avoid having to start a stage in the middle of it, and then having to come back like a week later and it's like, oh, what was I doing again? Don't quite remember. And then it just becomes a big hassle. But you know what we can do at least? We can clear out the Crystal Caves lobby. Well, I spoiled what the 6th world is. Yeah, it's called Crystal Caves. Yeah, it's a nice frosty location. And this switch causes the wrinkly doors to open, but as you can see, it'll unactivate or deactivate when someone steps off of it. So we'll need something to keep the switch pressed. But yeah, we've also got these ice walls, which thankfully Chunky can smash his way through. Really, he just went right for the shockwave. Kinda respect it. You know what? I'm out of here. See you later. I'm taking this. You can't stop me. Nah, 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 nah. Alright, so now the wrinkly doors will stay open for us. That's a lava pool. Can't do anything with that as Chunky anyway. There's a Diddy barrel. Yeah, we'll switch to Lanky, because we need to get his blueprint piece. I will say, I do like it that each of the lobbies also have golden bananas and things to do and little puzzles to solve. It makes them more mechanically interesting than they would be otherwise. Alright, that's Lanky's DK Isle blueprint in the bag. Back in the same room, the trusty DK barrel with which we can become Strong Kong. Yeah, you can put 2 and 2 together. We're going to use our invincibility to cross the lava pool and collect that golden banana. I think this lava pool is one of the very few things in the game that will insta-kill you, so I don't think you can cheese this golden banana. As funny as that would be. But yeah, up here, we've got a guitar gazump pad. Which earns us another golden banana. Tasty. Alrighty. That puts us at 141 golden bananas, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, for whatever reason, when you pick up a golden banana in the lobby, your golden banana total disappears. Couldn't tell you why. There we go, that's better. You know what? I think I am actually going to call it for today. Crystal Caves is one of the longer stages, and bit of a spoiler alert, not one of my favorites. It's not as bad as Gloomy Galleon, but it's probably my second least favorite stage in the game. So you know what? If I'm able to put it off a little bit, that's all right with me. So yeah, I think this is gonna be where we call it quits for today. So thank you for stopping by, everybody. I hope you enjoyed yourselves. If you'd like to stay up to date on the things that I do, please consider following. I usually go live Saturdays and Sundays, either at 10 a.m. Central or 3 p.m. Central. Kind of depends on what my schedule is. I will always, however, post a schedule and make an announcement in the community Discord, which you can also see in my information panels if you'd like to join. Yeah, I think that's it. But, for now, this is the Defender, signing out. See you later!